Hello, today we talk about the advantages of patents for your company. So most people think of patent as an expense, but I disagree with that. I think are assets that you can certainly tell investors to increase your valuation and also to protect your go-to-market strategy. So one advantage is you can enforce your IP right. So IP rights are invaluable assets for many companies. They protect business achievements from being taken without authorization, and they allow you as the entrepreneur to profit from your invention by selling, licensing, or manufacturing the product. So patents provide inventors with legal protection to exclude others from benefiting from your idea. And so that's one of the advantages of the patent system. Second is the brand enhancement that you get from the cachet associated with saying, hey, we are patent pending or we're a patented product. A strong patent portfolio, can enhance your brand image and reputation. It signals to your customers, partners, and competitors that your company is dedicated to innovation and invested in developing cutting-edge solutions. A robust patent portfolio can also be used as a marketing tool. For example, you can showcase the number of patents you hold on your website, show the number of patents on the wall when people visit your company, or you can put all the patents in your marketing materials. Or when you discuss with investors or potential partners, you can certainly parade your patent portfolio out. This can build trust and credibility in your company, attracting customers who value innovation and quality. So, patents were originally designed to encourage innovations by offering inventors the exclusive right in exchange for the disclosure of the invention to the public, and the system still holds true today. Knowing that your intellectual property will be protected and that you can profit from your innovation motivates inventors and businesses to invest and develop new ideas. And the fact that you have patents also can help you in attracting top talent. Having a reputation for protecting and valuing innovation can help attract top talents to your organization. Those skilled inventors and scientists and engineers, they take note of companies with a large patent portfolio as an indication of strong commitment to innovation. So you can parade your patent portfolio when you approach a top-tier engineer or scientist and tell them, hey, you can come and join and work with the brightest talents in the industries. Look at all the patents that we have. And then in some the patents can also provide you with tax benefits in certain situations. So as you know, companies like Apple and Google, they all have their patent portfolio held offshore in a low tax region. And then those offshore locations will charge a licensing fee to the US companies. And what happened is that the offshore entities that are in zero tax jurisdiction drain the profit away from the U.S. company, and that type of IP licensing arrangement is used by virtually every single public company in the U.S. And so you can get your tax benefits from owning a patent portfolio as well. Of course, you can keep your competitors at bay through litigation, and if you litigate with a patent, it's much stronger than if you litigate without a patent. It's an extra quiver, an extra arrow that you can shoot. And so if you have an important litigation against a company that's copying you or that's trying to destroy you by providing inexpensive products, you can certainly use your patents to keep the competition at bay and to maintain your profit margin. Also, the fact that you have a large patent portfolio can be used as a collateral in settling a dispute. So what happens is, typically, if you're a small company, most people leave you alone. However, as you grow bigger and bigger and bigger, the companies that are a dominant player in your space will pay attention to you, and they'll apply their patent portfolio against you. So when you have a big patent portfolio to counterback, that can be a way of settling a dispute. So yet another advantage is you can license and monetize. Of course, if you have a big portfolio and let's say some of those patents aren't used, you can sell them. And so that's one way you can monetize. Another way is, let's say, if you needed, if you wanted to not manufacture, but let other people do the manufacturing, and you simply collect your money, you can license it, and you can discuss and negotiate the royalty rate, which is typically 5 to 10%. And that's a pretty nice way for getting money and don't have to get involved with the production, the marketing, and the sales costs that typical companies have to incur. And you have, and with the patents, you can also tout to your investors and your partners that you are, you have a cutting-edge technology, and your valuation should be higher because of your technological capabilities. So we got to weigh all that against the disadvantages of getting a patent. So of course there's cost, but as I mentioned, don't view the patent as a cost. View it as an asset. And if you can put in $10,000 to a patent application and then go around and tell your investor that IP should be valued at around $200,000, that's a pretty good deal, I think. So I think cost is you need to put a different view on cost, right? And so many people think, in addition to cost, a patent takes a long time to take, and a long time to process, and it drains time away from your engineers, from their work. Well, this is where picking the law firm is important. If you pick a firm such as Patent PC, we are technically savvy, and we pride ourselves on the fact that your engineers do not need to spend a lot of time with us. They can just simply give us a documentation, and because we know the technology space so well, we can pretty much write it and without bothering your inventors, and we can do this very quickly. We also have a technological stack that enables us to draft quickly and do a 70-point quality assurance check. And that is enabled because we are technically savvy enough to develop our own in-house software tools to improve our quality. Think of it as a computer-aided a CAD system for patent generation. Pretty much, I think we've discussed the main pros and the cons of patenting. What are the alternatives to patents? Of course, you can use trade secret rather. You can elect to keep it a secret, but in today's world, with employee mobility, it's very dangerous, number one. Number two, you have to make sure that your secrets are properly secured, and you have to have an audit path every year to make sure that your valuable secrets are kept in a vault, and only people with a need-to-know basis are allowed access. The companies like Coca-Cola keep their secret behind a vault. So that's so trade secret, while it's inexpensive to do, there's no filing cost. That's what I mean. There is a cost associated with maintaining the secret a secret. Number one, and number two, you do have to bring your employee through a training process to make sure that they respect your secret, and also there should be an exit interview to inform them that, hey, trade secrets, you have trade secrets that are valuable, and they shouldn't take this information to their next employer, for example. All right. So in addition to trade secrets, you have copyrights and trademarks as well. Trademarks protect your brand. And they are a type of intellectual property, but people are free to use, let's say, to come up with their own brand. And the same thing with copyright. Let's say if you maintain your technology as a form of a code that's copyrightable, people can simply do independent code writing, and they wouldn't be precluded by your copyright. So copyright has its weakness comparing to the patent system. Trademark can't cover the technology either, and of course people who are copying you most of the time they're smarter than copying you verbatim to the point of your your branding as well, because that's an easy way to get to a lawsuit, and people will see right away that they're trying to rub off on your trademark brand. So the competition, if they're smart, they're not going to copy your brand. They're just going to copy the product if it's not protected, and then they'll use their own brand. So, however, that said, I think that there is a regime where you use all of the rights available to you. So you use a combination of patents, trade secrets, trademarks, and copyright to give you the best IP protection. So hopefully, if you, I'm not going over it too fast for you, but if I did, please look up our other videos in the series that would explain in more details the differences between patents, trademarks, trade secrets, and copyrights. Well, good luck with your venture.